Hello everyone. Today we are going to see about the different types of plants, the monocot plant and the dicot plant, and what are the differences in them, how are the leaves, how are the roots, how they are growing. So we'll take up usually the plant grows from the seed. If the seed has got two seed leaves or the cotyledon, then we call it as the dicot. If it has only one, then we call it as the monocot plant. So now we will see how the characteristics of dicot plant and the monocot plant varies. Here I have two plants actually. One is grass, and the other one is a dicot plant. This is a dicot plant. You have the roots also here. Okay, so here when you take up the monocot plant grows from the single leaf, single cotyledon. So they have fibrous roots. They have the fibrous roots. That is, a cluster of roots arise from the base of the stem. It will be a cluster of roots that are arising from the stem base. They don't have a single root coming out. See, you can see the cluster of roots coming. And when you take up the leaves, they are thin leaves. The leaves are thin leaves and they have the parallel venation. You can see the straight veins that are seen in the leaves. So they have parallel venation. So they have fibrous root system and the parallel venation. That means it runs parallel to the midrib. So this is about the monocot plant. Okay, coming to the dicot plant, they are grown from the seeds which have two cotyledons. So they have from the base of the stem, if you take the roots, if you take the root, they have the main root. They have the main root, the central root that runs. From there you have small branches like this, where you have the branches, and the main root you call it as the taproot system. And the side branches are called as the secondary root, and the thin, very thin that are arising from the end of these roots, you have fine hair-like structures. They are called as the tertiary roots. Okay, so they have the tertiary root. Okay, so they are, the main roots are again branched into, that is, the primary root is branched into secondary root and the tertiary root. So this is the taproot system of a dicot plant. So dicot plants have a taproot system, and the monocot plants will have the fibrous root system. Now I told you like the venation is different. So I have a dicot leaf which is bigger. So here if you take the dicot plant, they have broad leaves. They have broad leaves and they have the taproot system. So when you take this type of venation here, you can see clusters like veins. Might be on the other side, you can see. There are cluster of veins that are present here. This is called as a reticulate venation. So when you're coming to the part of the leaf is attached to the stem by means of petiole, and this broad region you call it as the leaf blade. The apex, the tip of the root, the tip of the leaf, you call it as the apex. Then this one, the main vein, that you call it as a midrib. This is called as a midrib. So the leaves are broader here. So this is a dicot plant leaf. Okay, and you have the cluster of veins here. So this type of veins you call it as the reticulate venation. Okay, this is the broad part, you call it as the leaf blade or the lamina, and it is attached to the stem by means of a petiole, and this is the apex or the leaf tip. Apex of the leaf or the leaf tip. This is the leaf margin, you call it. The end of the leaf, you call it as a leaf margin, and there are veins inside. The stomata will always be on the lower surface of the leaf. This is about the dicot plant and the monocot plant, how the dicot plant arises and the monocot plant arises. This is a video about the types of roots and the leaf structures. Thank you.